Assalamualaikum. So I'm kicking off weekly coaching sessions. I guess we're going to be talking, mostly obviously around health and wellness, but I want to get a little bit deeper into techniques of skills development, right? So, for example, grocery shopping is a skill, even though it's not something that we're taught how to, we just make a list and off we go. But even something like that is a skill. Skiing, right? Your ability to type at a certain speed, your ability to use technology, your ability to clean, your ability to have conversations and people relationships, all of these are skills. And similarly, how we approach our health and fitness, you know, can our approach can dramatically be enhanced when we build and develop on sustainable skills that will help us for the rest of our lives. So inshallah, I'm kicking off. It's going to be most weeks, not necessarily every single week. I'm going to give you time to practice these skills. So I would love for you to drop in the comments how it's working out for you. What did you notice? And I'll be asking questions along the way. I want to make these videos available to you so that you can refer back to them. And if you find it easier to have notes instead, I'll definitely drop my notes in there as well. So let's start off. So I've crafted this coaching, and I kind of wanted to, instead of just dumping all the lessons in one go, I actually wanted this to last a whole 12 months. So for that reason, I've really made them really bite-sized and implementable. However, it still goes by really fast. Like for me, when I was practicing some of these skill set, I'm like, wow, I feel like I just got my feet wet, and now the week has gone by and there's already a new skill to practice. So what you want to do is you want to have the foundation, you want to keep building on top of it, right? And I want to start off with foundational skills, and it's got nothing to do with counting macros or eating a certain amount of protein or working up a certain amount of a day. It actually has to do a lot with your approach, understanding, and consistency. Okay, so what happens is in a lot of coaching programs, and I've done so many, I've spent thousands of dollars in search of finding coaching for myself with my own struggles, that I realized that even someone telling me slow down your eating wasn't enough. I needed to know more. I needed more support. I literally was a baby, okay? It's just spoon feed me. How do you develop this skill? How do you do this? Because my habits were so entrenched, it's 30 years of eating a certain way, 30 plus years of behaving a certain way, and now I'm trying to change some of those deepest habits of mine. And there's a lot of exploration around even food security. Alhamdulillah, we live in a food secure land, but maybe we have attachments to that we haven't realized that that's what's causing some of our desires to keep coming up, right? And getting in the way of us getting results. So we are going to kick off this series, inshallah, with the first eating skill, and that is called the 2-minute halftime eating intermission. So these days, it seems everyone's in a rush, right? I'm always in a rush. You guys are always in a rush. We move from one task to the next, multitasking as we go. Not a single thing gets our undivided attention, not even our food. So many of us, we eat our meals without noticing how our food makes us feel or paying attention to how much our body needs. Especially if you're weighing and measuring, then we're going based on, I got to eat everything off my plate. A precursor to that, a pre-step to that is a habit like this that we're going to talk about in practice, inshallah, throughout the week. But I also want to say that sometimes we do notice how our food makes us feel, especially if it's chocolate. We're so good, right? But we don't go deep enough. We don't connect with it at a level that truly makes us figure out, do I really want this? Am I the one wanting this, taste desire, or is this chocolate calling my name? So am I the slave or am I the master? Very important. So for example, if I have notifications on my phone, then the phone is the master. If I turn off the notifications and I only check when I need it, then I am the master. So very important. So we simply rush through on autopilot, eating however much food is on our plate until it's gone. Can you relate to this? This week's practice, okay? So this week we are going to work on bringing your attention back to your food in order to help you start noticing what your body needs. In order to do this, I invite you to pause for 2 minutes halfway through each of your main meals. This is an opportunity to set your food or utensils down. Take a few deep breaths, take a sip of your drink, water, and lean into what I call casual curiosity. Okay, that is this week's practice. Casual curiosity means gentle inquiry without judgment. How does my food taste? How is it making me feel? How much more does my body actually need? There aren't any right or wrong answers. We simply want to notice. I simply ask you to notice. After 2 minutes, continue eating if you need to, or stop if that's what feels best. During this 2-minute intermission, resist the urge to seek distraction with your phone, TV, magazine, or a book. Okay? Now, if starting with a 2-minute feels too long, that's okay. Simply choose a length of time that feels more realistic for you right now. 90 seconds, 60 seconds, be as specific as possible and commit to that as your goal for the week at each meal. When I did this practice, I literally started off with 20 seconds because I just could not, bear the thought of pausing in between my meal. Like the way I eat so fast. I'm always like inhaling my meal and my next bite is ready. In fact, I've only half chewed my first bite and the next one's right there. I was a very fast eater and I'm still working on slowing it down. Now, to help you remember to practice your 2-minute halftime and eating intermission, consider setting up a reminder on your phone around your typical meal times. Usually, your phone is around you with you, right? I use the timer feature, or I'll use the time on my oven because I can see it. Now, you may also consider dividing your meal in half down your plate before you start eating, which will provide you a powerful visual cue to remind you to take your break. Okay? So I'll give you a couple of bonus ideas as well. You can also practice taking a halftime break during snacks. When I first started off, I only did it around meals, and then I added the snacks in. You can also enlist a friend, coworker, or your partner to take a 2-minute halftime intermission with you, and this can be great for additional accountability. So something so simple, but it is extremely powerful. So let me know during the week how that goes for you. I will be checking in with this if you were able to catch the video. Otherwise, I'll see you in next week's habit, and we're going to keep building on them. We're going to keep getting better. We're going to be learning so much, and this is basically a more behavioral change lifestyle coaching that I've been wanting to bring in my own style for so long, and incorporating how the Prophet ﷺ lived his life, how Islam enhances our health and wellness. And inshallah, I hope to do it justice, and I absolutely welcome your feedback anytime. All right, that's it from me. Talk to you soon. Assalamu alaikum.